Have you ever told yourself, if I had known then what I know now, I would have loved better? It's a comforting thought, but today I want to challenge it. Because here's the hard truth: we create new regrets not because we lack wisdom, but because we refuse to use the wisdom we already have. Welcome back to Black Love and Cinema, where we break down love and relationships through the lens of our favorite Black movies. My name is Jessica, and today I'm going to be hosting this episode by myself as we continue our countdown to Christmas. Today, we are looking at the 2023 film Genie with Melissa McCarthy and Paapa Essiedu. We're using Bernard's story to ask one simple question to every couple listening. Now that you know better, how are you loving your partner right now? Now, I want to be clear, we aren't just talking about general life regrets today. We are talking about romantic regrets. We are talking about the specific pain of neglecting the person you vowed to share your life with. It starts with them becoming a stranger in your own house. But if you ignore it long enough, it ends with them walking out the door. Because that's what neglect does. It doesn't just cool a relationship off, it kills it. Now, before we go any further, I just want you to know there are spoiler alerts in this video. I'm going to discuss the ending of this movie, including a major plot twist. So if you haven't seen Genie yet and you want to be surprised, pause this episode, go watch the movie, and then come right back. For real, pause it, go watch it, and then come back. Okay, let's dive in. Now let's set the scene. Bernard works at an auction house in New York, but his job title isn't the problem, his mindset is. He's the kind of man who thinks that providing for his family justifies being absent from his family. And we all know a guy like Bernard. He's always busy, always under pressure, always believing he's grinding for the future while constantly putting his wife and family last in the present. The breaking point comes on his daughter Eve's birthday. And it's not just that he's late, he misses the entire party. And then, to add insult to injury, he leaves work and forgot the present that he got for his daughter. So when he arrives home, he comes home to a silent house. His daughter is already asleep, and his wife Julie is up waiting for him. Now, this is a pivotal moment in their marriage. When Julie asks if he at least brought the gift that he got for his daughter, he realizes he's empty-handed. So, in a panic, he runs into another room, grabs this random antique jewelry box, and tries to present that as the thoughtful birthday gift he got for his daughter. But Julie isn't buying it. She can see right through the improvisation. And she realizes that despite all the promises that he makes, she and their daughter are not his priority. And so this is the final straw. Julie tells her husband that she's leaving. And she does. She packs her bag and takes her daughter to her mother's house. Neglect cost Bernard his home. And what makes it worse is that the next day he lost his job too. Now here's the kicker. That random antique box he grabs in a panic, well, it happens to hold Flora, a genie. She gives him what we all secretly wish for, a chance to change everything. Now, here's the thing about Bernard. He's a good dude. So he doesn't want revenge on his boss. He doesn't want to conquer the world. From the moment he gets Genie, he is 100% focused on saving his marriage. He wants his wife and daughter back. But the problem is he's messed up so many times that Julie is basically impervious to his attempts. She has built a wall that even magic can't easily break down. So he spends time trying to become the man she needed. And for a minute, things start to look hopeful. You start to think maybe they will reconcile. But then, completely throwing the audience off after we've seen them make such great progress, Julie drops the hammer. She tells Bernard that she still needs space. It's a devastating moment because he tried to fix it, but the damage to the relationship was already done. But then comes the final twist. Throughout the movie, Genie, Flora, claimed that she couldn't mess with time. But in the end, after seeing Bernard's heartbreak and his genuine change, she reveals that it wasn't quite true. So she gives him one thing he actually needs: a chance to go back and do it over again. So she sends Bernard back to the day of his birthday. And this is the part that I want you to catch. Standing in that same moment with the same pressure, but with new wisdom, Bernard makes a radical move. He quits his job and he chooses his wife and daughter. That's the heart of this story. Same scene, different choice. Now, here is the reality check for your relationship. Most of us, heck, all of us, there's no way we can get a magical rewind. But almost all of us get something that Bernard got that day: the chance to make a choice to do better. You can't go back to the date you missed, the argument you started, or the intimacy you neglected. But you can stand in a new moment that looks a lot like the old one and choose differently. So instead of saying, I wish I'd known then what I know now, try asking yourself, now that I do know, what am I going to do for my relationship today? Ask yourself right now, where am I still choosing work, my ego, or other distractions over my partner? What is the recurring argument in our relationship that I'm ignoring, that I refuse to address so that we can get past this? Where is it obvious that my partner is giving me another chance right now? An invitation to talk to them after work, a request for their time, a bid for affection. How am I neglecting my partner by focusing too much on life and how it's lifing every day? Bernard's transformation wasn't the magic, it was a choice. So you don't need a genie to choose to do life differently. You don't need to travel back in time so that you can come home to your spouse on time, or a spell to look up from your screen and really see the love that's standing in front of you. You already know what neglect feels like. You already know what makes your relationship fall apart. If you've ever dated or if you've ever been married before, you've seen it happen. So instead of rehearsing, I would have loved better back then, decide to love better today, right now, at this moment, with the person you're with that you chose to be with. So here is our challenge for you this week. For the next 7 days, my husband and I encourage you to do one intentional act of romance each day for your partner. Something that your future you and your future partner, that is the later version of them, not another person, would be grateful that you did. It could be going home when you normally stay late. It could be putting your phone away and really listening to how their day unfolded, how they're really feeling. It could be simply affirming them by saying, I love the way you look today. I love that haircut you got. You mean more to me than this email, this TV show, or this Instagram profile, or this business. Ask them what they need and operate accordingly. And understand this: you may not get Bernard's wish, but you still have what he used it for: a chance to choose the one you love and love them intentionally every single day. So go do that. Go love your partner well so that you won't keep repeating, if I had known then what I know now, I would have loved differently.